Hey guys, it's me again. Check that out. That is my brother's 1985 VMAX. Heavily modified. He's got race rails that he made himself, a belly pan he made himself. It's a 4-into-1 Kirker exhaust. It's got a shortened Yoshi can on it, strengthened rear swing arm, custom made handlebars. That is actually a functioning breather on top of the gas tank there. The single seat conversion on the tail. It's a pretty gnarly machine. And even though it's from 1985, I have seen it take crotch rockets like a CBR 600 from the 2000s and up. I have seen it haul some serious ass. Anyway, I'm on my way to work, and topic for today is one that I've seen going around on the motovlogger circuit, and so I figured I would throw in my 2 cents and share a little bit. Why are you still pulling out? Look. Anyway, sorry. Topic for today is fears. Fears that I have. I think part of being a motovlogger is being vulnerable to you guys, exposing parts of ourselves and kind of sharing who we are with you guys. So that's kind of what I try to do. And fears is one of those things that like people don't talk about, they don't want to share because it makes them vulnerable, that kind of thing. But I figured I'd do it anyway. So, while I'm sitting at this light, I'll come back to you when I leave the light. There we go. Alright. So, things that I am afraid of. You guys can laugh if you want to, that's fine. But I've been thinking about it for a couple of days now. And the things I'm afraid of are mostly intangible. They're not things that are like going to happen or current or anything like that. For example, I'm afraid of zombies. I'm fascinated by the idea of zombies, of like the undead rising and that kind of thing. I will get into zombies in another motovlog, I promise. But suffice to say, one of the things I fear is a zombie apocalypse. What else? I have a massive fear of failure. In fact, my fear of failure has stopped me from starting certain projects, like for example, getting into the motor work on Fast Eddie and that kind of thing, because I am scared to mess up. And it's something that I'm working on. Like the whole prospecting thing, that's taken me a little over a year. And for the longest time, I had this fear that I wouldn't be able to cut it, that I wouldn't make it. It's taken me a while to come to terms with the fact that I can and will do things when I set my mind to them. So, still working on that, but I have this fear of failure. I also have a fear of loss. And that particular fear is one that I battle with all the time. And it keeps me from letting people in fairly often, as a matter of fact. Because I'm always afraid that if I let somebody into my life and get to know them and be their friend and that kind of thing, that eventually they'll drop out of my life. And that constant nagging fear of the possibility of loss tends to keep me, what's the word? I guess reserved. Like I tend to keep to myself at first. When I first get to know somebody, it takes me a little while to come out of my shell with them. Because I'm always afraid that they're gonna bounce. So, that's a few things that I'm afraid of. If you guys want to share, like I said, I know that fears are the kind of things we don't really talk about. But if you want to share, feel free to do so in the comments down below. And I'll keep this one short. I'll see you guys on the next one.